Your child is losing it over the cup. You handed them blue, but it's the wrong blue. Now they're screaming, you're frozen, and you can already feel that tight, panicked urge in your chest to make it stop. Here's the part no one tells you. What you do in the next 60 seconds decides whether this ends quickly or explodes into a full-blown meltdown. And most parents, even loving, attentive ones, accidentally make it worse. Not because they're doing something wrong, but because they're doing what feels logical. Stop crying, use your words, it's not a big deal. But your child's brain doesn't hear logic during a tantrum, it hears threat, and science now backs this up. In 2023, researchers from the University of California and Harvard published findings on emotional regulation in early childhood, showing that when a dysregulated child is met with control or correction, the brain's fear center stays activated longer, intensifying emotional outbursts instead of calming them. But when a calm adult stays physically and emotionally present, the child's nervous system settles significantly faster, often within 1 minute. This is called co-regulation, and one culture has been practicing it for generations without calling it neuroscience. Let me show you how. Why tantrums escalate so fast? Here's what usually happens. Your child melts down. You rush in to fix it. You explain, you correct, you redirect. Stop yelling. You're being silly. It's just a cup. But in that moment, your child's emotional brain is completely in charge. The logical part? Offline. So when you come in with urgency or control, their brain doesn't hear help. It hears danger. The amygdala, the fear center, fires harder. Their body tightens. Their emotions spike. What could have ended in 30 seconds stretches into 10 minutes. And here's the message they accidentally learn. Big feelings make my parent tense, so I either hide them or scream louder. If you've done this, pause right here. You're not failing. You're human. You were likely taught this. But there's another way. What Korean families do differently? In many Korean households, there's a deeply ingrained concept called Jeong. There's no perfect English translation. It loosely means emotional attunement, shared presence, deep empathy, being with someone instead of fixing them. When a child is overwhelmed, Korean caregivers don't rush to stop the emotion. They absorb it first. Picture this. A small child is crying over a broken toy. A grandmother doesn't lecture. She doesn't distract. She doesn't say a word. She sits beside him, places a hand gently on his back, and breathes. And something remarkable happens. The crying shifts. The body softens. The storm passes. Not because the problem disappeared, but because the child felt safe inside the emotion. That's not magic. That's nervous system regulation. The core principle. This is everything. Your child cannot calm themselves yet, so they borrow your calm. When you slow down, they slow down. When you stay steady, their body learns safety. When you panic, they panic harder. Here's the truth most parents miss. Slow presence works faster than quick fixes. This is the foundation of what you're about to learn. I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-step method that works in about 60 seconds. I call it the Jeong pause. And I need to warn you, the first step will feel wrong. That's how you'll know you're doing it right. The Jeong pause. 60 seconds that change everything. Step 1. Lower your energy, 0 to 10 seconds. The moment you sense a meltdown, or even once it's fully happening, do 3 things immediately. Take a slow, real breath. Drop your shoulders. Lower your body to their level. Not towering, not looming, meeting. This combination sends an instant signal to your child's brain. I'm safe. I'm not alone. This isn't a threat. The fear response begins to downshift. 10 seconds, that's it. Step 2, silent connection. 10 to 15 seconds. Now you wait. No talking, no instructions, just gentle eye contact, calm breathing. Your child's body is watching yours, and without realizing it, they start syncing to your rhythm. This is regulation happening without words. Step 3, Gentle, respectful touch, 15 to 30 seconds. Still without speaking, offer light physical contact. A hand on the shoulder, a palm on the back, holding their hand. If they lean in, stay. If they pull away, respect it. The message stays the same. I'm here. You're safe. I'm not leaving. Neurologically, this steady presence tells the brain, this feeling is survivable. Many tantrums soften right here. You'll feel it. The clenched fists relax. The breath slows. The body stops fighting. Name the feeling. 30 to 45 seconds. Only now do you speak. And you don't explain. You don't correct. You don't problem solve. You simply witness. You're really upset. You wanted it a certain way and it didn't happen. That feels frustrating. No judgment, no fixing. This is where the shift deepens, because being understood is more powerful than being right. Sometimes the crying spikes briefly here. That's okay. That's release, not escalation. Step 5. Breathe together. 45 to 60 seconds. Finally, you invite connection. Let's take a breath together. When you're ready, I'm here. Not a command, an invitation. You're teaching something profound. When I fall apart, I'm not alone. I don't get sent away. We move through it together. And just like that, the intensity drops. That's the full 60 seconds. What just happened? This part matters. You didn't stop the tantrum. You changed the environment around it. You removed threat. You added safety. You allowed the nervous system to reset. And here's the most important part. You taught your child's brain a new pattern. Over time, that pattern compounds. Tantrums don't disappear overnight, but they become shorter, softer, and less frequent. Not because your child is controlled, but because they're learning emotional safety. What if it doesn't work right away? Great question. Here's what usually happens. Day 1. Your child may scream louder. They're confused. Your response is different. That's not failure, that's adjustment. Day 3. The crying sounds different, less frantic, more release. Day 5. Meltdowns still happen, but recovery is faster. They come to you instead of pushing you away. This is pattern training, and patterns change through consistency, not perfection. Most parents notice real shifts within 3 to 5 days. What this looks like long-term. 6 months from now, your child comes home, drops their bag, and bursts into tears. The old response would have been, "What happened? Use your words. Why are you crying?" Now, you crouch, you breathe, you wait, and they crawl into your lap. The story spills out, the exclusion, the hurt feelings, the hard day, because you've shown them over and over, I can handle your big feelings. That's not discipline, that's trust. The real outcome no one talks about. Tantrums become rarer, not because emotions disappear, but because they don't need to explode to be heard. Your child learns, emotions aren't dangerous. I won't be abandoned when I'm upset. I can calm down with support. And you? You stop feeling like the chaos. You become the steady ground. Your challenge. The next meltdown, and there will be one, don't fix it. Pause. Lower your body, lower your energy. Connect before correcting. Set a timer if you need to, and watch what shifts. That blue cup? Still the wrong blue, but your child learns something far more important. Even when I'm not okay, I'm still loved, and that changes everything. You've got this.